Hey guys, welcome to tonight's live feed. We're asking the question tonight, what are the 3 best fish finders on the market for someone, a fisherman, on a budget? We're going to talk about that and many more things on tonight's live feed. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. It's Tuesday night and we're getting to talk fishing on tonight's live feed. So we're really glad you guys are here and have joined us tonight. So
thank you guys so much.
What's up, y'all? It's showtime with the Littlejohns. Don't forget to like and share and comment down here on your little comment section where you're from and where you're watching from. So hit those likes, share, and win something for next week's show.
Yeah, where's everybody from? Let us know where.
That's right. Y'all let us know where you're tuning in from, because we'd love to hear that. We appreciate y'all showing up. And, you know, I posted that earlier in the week. Hey, we've got the greatest clients out there. I'm telling you, you know, we've got repeat customers and stuff like that. And we always say, hey, the best compliment we can get is a repeat customer or a referral or just y'all tuning in, man. We really appreciate it. And with that, hey, I'm going to give a quick lake report. Hey, I went across the spillway or behind the spillway a while ago. It's down to a trickle, so we're probably only about an inch and a half high right now, and the lake's finally going to stabilize out. Other than that, the lake's still colder than we ever thought it was going to be this time of year. We're right at 59 to 60. When I started this morning, it was 59 degrees. When I ended about midday or this afternoon, it was 62 on the main lake. So, and it's still stained, but it's trying to clear up. Of course, we've had these huge north winds over Saturday, Sunday, and of course last Saturday we had that big cold front. So anyway, hopefully we're done with the cold fronts, and we're looking forward to some actual springtime fishing coming up, and hopefully the lake will stabilize off. We're just a couple inches high at most, so get ready for some tremendous fishing coming up for you.
awesome. You want to?
I just want to say hi to Rick Dixon. Thanks for joining us.
Rick.
Brad, thanks for joining us. Kim and Shannon, thanks for joining us. You guys are so faithful. You're always here. Eddie Phillips, thank you for joining us. So Randy Smith.
And some shout outs that I'm the worst at doing the shout outs because I never look at my phone or my iPad, any of that kind of stuff. Beverly Tarrant, you're always here. Aunt Karen, you're always here. You know, I know I'm going to miss a lot of you. Ron McBride out in Alabama. Hey, good to see you, buddy. Hopefully y'all join in again tonight. I know you probably already missed this part, but anyway, we got to give those shout outs to the loyal fans and customers that show up here.
And you know what's going to happen now that you said that? There's going to be 2 people you miss. They're going to say they're loyal.
Yeah. Like, hey, where am I?
You missed Cheyenne.
She's doing something else tonight.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. Oh, okay. So, my turn. Hello. I'm gonna do a giveaway. Thanks so much for you guys sharing our live feed. And every week, right before the live feed starts, I'll look back and see who shared. And the first winner for last week that's gonna get a Net Gator mailed to them is Kristen Crow. So, Kristen, thank you so much for sharing. We appreciate it. Guys, all you have to do is just click on share, and that share button is at the bottom left of your phone, and you'll get a Net Gator. So we pick 2 people every week, and then whoever, why are you staring at me?
We used to do the hat giveaway, but now we're doing the Net Gator giveaway.
The Net Gators are
pretty cool.
Because it's coming in summertime and all that kind of stuff.
Cover up.
You know,
cover up.
Right on.
When we were doing the trophy cat stuff, we used to say, hey, make sure you wear plenty of gear. Hey, coming in this time of year, guess what happens? Sunburns, wind burns, all that kind of stuff. Protect yourself from the sun. This is a good way to do it right here.
And we really appreciate you guys sharing our live feed. So I'm going to give away another Net Gator here in a little bit. So Kristen, just message me privately and send me your mailing address, and I will mail you a Net Gator. And we got another winner here in a little bit. So now we're going to talk about the top 3 fish finders, right?
Yep. We're gonna talk about that. A lot of questions come in. Customers, people just in general want to know because technology and fishing has advanced so much in the last 3 or 4 years. It's actually hard to keep up with all the new gadgets, the new tricks that are coming out with fish finders. But there's one thing that's been out for the last 7 or 8, 9 years that that just keeps getting better and better and better and becoming more and more affordable, and that is the side imaging capabilities of a fish finder. And we're talking about the 3 best fish finders on the market today for fishermen on a budget. And you know, we're trying to find fish finders from about $600, $650 and less that still give you the information that you need to find and catch fish. And what we did is we went through quite a few of them. There's a lot of them on the market. There's a lot of good fish finders, and it doesn't mean that these 3 that we found doesn't mean that there's not some that you could buy and save money and still catch fish. But these 3 are good quality fish finders. And the first one that we want to mention is the Humminbird Helix 7 SI. And that's going to come in anywhere between $600 and $700. And that's going to put side imaging on your boat in a 7-inch screen. That means that the display itself is 7 inches from one corner going across to the other corner.
And now, what's the advantage of the side image?
Well, you know,
if you're going to spend the money, guess what?
Yeah, we didn't even, in these 3 fish finders, we didn't even consider any other finders that don't provide the platform of side imaging. And the truth, the cold hard truth is that if you're not running side imaging on your boat, you're cutting yourself short. And there's a lot of people that are going to go out next week and they're going to be looking for fish finders, and they're not going to buy a unit with side imaging, but they're still going to spend $300 or $400. There's units out there for just a couple $100 more, and actually one we're going to mention on the second best fish finder that actually comes in at the $500 mark that provides side imaging. And guys, side imaging is very, very important. There's all kinds of tricks and tutorials online that can teach you to how to use it. You can log into our YouTube page. We go through detailed ways of using side imaging. It's just a great way to find fish, guys. You know, when you can look in traditional 2D sonar and look right below your boat, or you can look out literally 150 to 200 feet. You're going to find more fish looking out to the side of your boat. So,
as you can tell, he's a little bit passionate about the side image stuff, as we all are, because guess what? Side image is a huge, huge game changer.
Absolutely. And it doesn't matter if you're a catfisherman. It doesn't, because a catfisherman catches bait. And yes, sometimes
you just want to go scan structure.
That's right.
I mean, it's a
the bass fisherman. It's important to the white bass and hybrid striper fisherman. I think it's a necessity. The crappie fisherman who likes to find brush piles. It's definitely a game changer. So you've heard us talk about it before, side imaging. So the Humminbird Helix 7 is a great unit. It's our number 3 on our list of 3, 2, and 1. It's our third pick. So with that, I think Mike's getting ready to share a little bit about what the fish are doing.
So we were that long into the third pick. Can you imagine how long he's going to describe our first pick?
He's not allowed to do anymore.
Because, hey, guess what?
Oh, man, I'll tell you what.
I know. I got to give him a
guys,
hard
just
time.
real quick, put in the comments what unit you have.
That's
We'd
right.
like to hear it.
Let's hear what unit you have. We'll give you some tips. If you got any questions about how to set that unit up or what to look for in that unit, just let us know, and we'll try to help you with that. We also do trips where we will help you set those units up. So contact us if you have any questions about them and stuff. Next, I'm going to tell you about the striper and white bass bite and stuff. Saturday, we had that big north wind blow in. We weren't able to do our trick. We weren't able to do our trips. I said tricks because they're pulling some tricks back here. They're pulling hair on my legs. Anyway, we weren't able to do our trip on Saturday, as bad as we hated to cancel that trip or move that trip. And then, of course, Sunday we had some more big north winds and stuff. You know, when we have the northwest winds like that, especially when they're cold, they kind of shut the bite down for us for at least a couple of days. Yesterday was a little bit of a struggle. We finally found some schools of fish that were willing to bite, and me and Michael both, we put some pretty good numbers of fish in the boat. Today, the bite was tremendously better. We had lots of bites going on. We did manage to land quite a few fish in the boat as well. So the stripers and hybrids, they're biting good. I've had a lot of customers ask me about the crappie bite. I'm going to tell you now, as soon as I get on a crappie bite, it seems like it goes away because, you know, the high water, and the water dropping like that, those fish don't want to really go up and make beds, even though it's the time of year and the water conditions get kind of right. They'll move up as soon as that bite gets on. Then we get this cold fronts moving in, and the bite stops. So it's been back and forth, chasing them from either a bedding type bite out to a brush pile type bite. So that's been kind of hard to answer. I know a lot of y'all have been asking that, and we're looking forward to answering that with a positive, hey, they're on, let's go. But as of right now, it's still kind of a hit and miss deal. Hopefully, we're done with the cold fronts. I know we got a little bit of a north wind blowing tomorrow, but I don't think it's going to cool the water off that much. And so hopefully that water's going to stabilize. I know as far as the level, it's going to stabilize because, like I said, the water's only a couple inches high. And hopefully the temperatures will start rising. And whether they actually spawn or not, it's, you know, we've got a long span here that they may move on beds and off beds. But regardless of that, I think they're going to lock on the brush piles, and we can actually start putting you on numbers of fish. And with that, just look forward to that crappie bite, and we're going to be on those as well.
It's coming up. That's right.
So I'm going to give you a short little report on catfish. It's time. The catfish bite is really good. If you're looking for those good eating size fish, those 2 to 5 pounders, now. I mean, it's starting now and it's on all through summer. So if you guys are looking for company coming over and your pretty Saturdays and everybody get outside and you find some fish, you want to catch the catfish now.
Rumor has it that Terry's opening up a few dates on her calendar to go catfishing. So
Well, I am.
you may check out online calendar because I hear some dates are going to be opening up on the calendar is what I hear.
Yeah. Anyway,
Because she
just
had an epic day yesterday.
She smoked them.
Well, we did.
She had what,
Customers
100?
caught
How many
the fish.
half day? How many did you have?
Yesterday.
I think we had about 125 fish.
Yeah, we're
but-
trying to catch stripers, and she's out there smoking the cats.
Yeah. I got lucky. So the catfish bite's really, really good right now. Punch bait, prepared bait, it's great. Those fish are out there in that deeper water. They're suspended. So use your hummingbird, use your 2D, find those fish, drop down, bait a hole, and it's there. You can look back on our previous live feeds, and we talk about how to guarantee yourself fish. And that's one way to do it is to go catfishing on Tawakoni or your lake. So if you have any questions about that or you want to book a trip, give me a call, 903-441-3937, or private messages here on Facebook.
Absolutely.
Next.
What was that question, Noel?
It says the question is how many people can go out per boat?
Yeah. Question was how many people can go out per boat? Guys, we take up to 6 people per boat. And in a few circumstances, on some channel cat trips a little later in the summer, we'll do up to 8.
Yeah, so on my boat during the summertime, I'm probably the only. You and I are probably the only two that'll do it.
No, we'll all 4 do it. Yeah, we'll
Really?
take. Well, sure. Why wouldn't we?
In the cat.
Oh, in the cat. Yeah, whoever's running the
Well,
cat.
there's more room in the cat. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So anyway, whatever. We
But
can do
up to
8
6
rarely.
Yeah, up to 6.
Yeah.
And then
Call me if you wanna do
occasionally
8.
8.
It's just going to depend on what we got going on.
What was the question? We had a question just now come in.
With the
about-
changing weather conditions, are you having to work harder to find the feeding schools of whites?
Absolutely. Yeah, so the question was, is with the changing conditions, basically, is the fishing a little tougher? The answer is yes. Every spring we go through this, it's going to be the same on your home lake. When you have cold fronts coming in, lowering water temperature, and you have the fish wanting to move through the spawn and get onto their post-spawn patterns, you're going to deal with what we deal with. And it's something you just have to deal with in the spring. The great thing is it's epic. The spring bite is epic when it's good. So you want to be out there fishing in the spring because the spring, when it's good, it's great. But when the day of a cold front, the day after a cold front in the spring, it can be tough. And it moves the fish around a bunch. So there was another question that came in. I wanted to answer.
Let's give away another freebie while he's looking
we
for
got
that
some more
question.
stuff to give away while they're looking at questions.
The next share. You want to give it away?
No, you.
Okay. The next
I
share.
was told I
the
don't
next,
talk about anything in pink.
Okay.
You got it highlighted in pink. So.
All right. Okay, then you can do the next one. So David Hughes, thank you so much for sharing our live feed last week.
David Hughes wins a new net gator.
I'm thrown off right now. So
David
David,
Hughes,
send
right
me a message
on.
and give me your mailing address and we'll mail you a net gator. Thank you so much for your support and sharing our live feed. And you're one of our biggest supporters and we so appreciate you and your beautiful new wife. So Next.
Hey, real quick. Y'all see that on the bottom left, y'all see that share button? Go ahead and click share. Send it out to as many people as you can. You know, my goal right here.
That's how you win the Net Gators and more freebies.
Even now, I mean, it's so easy to share this live feed. My goal is to get, you know, 150 to 200, 250, 300 viewers going on. My goal is to grow. So keep hitting those like buttons, keep sharing for me. And if you have any questions, I'll answer them right off the phone right here.
Awesome. Noel's the man. Noel's the man. Okay, guys, we're going to finish real quick with our two fish finders for the fishermen on a budget. We're going to go over those real quick. Number 3 was the Humminbird Helix 7 SI, coming in around $650. It's a good unit. It's not a great unit. It's a good unit on a budget. The problem is a 7-inch screen. It's very hard to see on side imaging. You have to really get up close and look at the detail. Personally, I recommend 9 inches and above if you're going to buy a side imaging unit. However, tonight's topic is fish finders on a budget, and that machine right there will get you in to a side imaging unit and still be under $700. Lowrance has actually come out with their budget product called their Hook product. Now, Lowrance, it lacks and struggles a little bit in its side imaging capabilities just because of Humminbird's digital patent. But with that said, Lowrance is still providing a decent product in the side imaging range, and they provided a really good product, and I personally have not put my hands on this yet, but I'm excited about looking at it, and that's their Hook unit, and their Hook 2 unit, which has just come out. It's called their Triple Shot, and I'm reading a little bit of this right here, but guys, this is coming in around $550, and it's providing down imaging, side imaging, and 2D sonar, all in a 7-inch display. So that's not a bad price for a Lowrance unit at all. So, and if your thing is down imaging and your thing is 2D, Lowrance really does a good job in their down imaging, especially for the crappie fishermen. I know a lot of crappie guys are running these. But again, in a 7-inch display, your view is so small that, again, it makes it difficult to view side imaging on a 7-inch display. And that brings us to our top pick for this year on our fish finders on a budget, and that's coming in with your Humminbird Helix 9 SI. A 9-inch display is going to give you enough visible clarity to actually find what you're looking for, distincting between brush piles and fish, stumps and fish, schools of fish, brush piles, and things like that. On a 9-inch display, it gives you a lot more room to see, and you can actually toggle between like a sonar and a side imaging view on the same unit and still be able to see what you're looking at. Whereas on a 7, you're going to have to go one screen and one screen only to see what you're doing. And again, the Humminbird Helix 9.
A neat thing about that unit too is you can actually, like if you just want your map over here, you can actually narrow that view.
That's right.
And then you can expand your side image view. And so you can actually, instead of it being a 50-50 screen, you can actually split those screens to be wider or narrower. That's
right. That's right.
It's a neat thing about the Helix.
That's right. And you're not going to want to do that on the 7, because if you start splitting screens on a 7, you've wiped yourself out. Right. Now, one upgrade I would make to this unit, and again, this unit's going to come in around, I think it comes in around $850 to $900. So we're a little above what we're talking about budget, but I wanted to give the users here a good unit that they really can use, and that 9-inch screen is going to help. I would upgrade the compact SI transducer to the HD transducer. This unit lets you do it, so I would upgrade it. I think it's about a $50 upgrade, and you want to go with the HD transducer on the Helix 9. That's the same transducer that the 10 and the 12 use. So
right, and that's what we use.
And that's what we use.
We use the Helix 12 on a daily basis, and that's how we locate these fish.
Absolutely.
And James Shackelford had a great idea on the biggest budget of all. He said, we'll just follow you around.
Oh, yeah. Pot licking. Crumb snatching. That's what you need. Actually, it's actually cheaper to just come out with us for a day. We're going to put you on fish. We'll teach you everything you need to know about your side imaging unit, even show you what we're seeing. So, but check those 3 out. Those are good buys. Amazon, Bass Pro, anywhere you look. Academy's got them.
Or even, like I said, hook up with some of your friends that may have a used unit going on.
Yep. Here's a Humminbird 1198, the old 1198.
That's right.
So
still a great unit. It still
Absolutely.
offers all the benefits and stuff like that.
Yep.
That is a great
Yep.
one.
You may be able to buy one used. Just be careful when you buy one used that it's a good functioning unit and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
So,
All right, where are we
what-
at?
Can you do the caption this winner?
Caption this, guys. On our caption this, what that means is we're going to post a picture up, or we posted a picture up last week, and basically it was me at the end of the day emptying my live well out. I'm fixing to go get new water and get new bait and everything for the next day. So our caption this, what that means is if you caption that photo and we find it to be the best or most clever or whatever the case may be, if you actually do that, then what we're going to do is we're going to put your name in a hat, and in December we're going to give away a trophy catfish season. Okay, so there's an explanation going into
Monster
this.
Blues, y'all.
That's right. This is
Not
trophy
Monster,
catfish
Big old
season.
blues.
Hey,
And
shout out to
you're-
Sean Goodson. Got his replica back. That,
Oh,
that
hey,
this guy right here put
Sean,
him
I'm
on.
going to tell you that looked great, brother.
Oh
I
my
want to see it in
God.
person.
Yeah, I
I'm
want to
telling
know
you.
who did that, Sean. You need to
Yep.
post up who your taxidermist was.
Absolutely.
That was probably the best mounted blue catfish I've seen in a long time.
I've seen pictures of it. I haven't seen the fish yet, but anyway, our trophy catfish season starts. Sometimes we do it in December, but we're gonna give away a trip sometime in January or February, March. But we will announce it in December. So it goes in a hat. Your name does.
I already
So
missed it.
caption it.
Catching big old blues.
That's
Yeah, me
right.
too.
Catching big old blues. That's what we're
Right.
going to caption it. But anyway, this week's winner for the caption this, the one that got the best was
Brooks Tarkington.
Brooks
Is it in
Tarkington. Yeah, it's in Spanish. Noah, can you read that for me? Brooks Tarkington. Guess what?
Congratulations,
Congratulations. Your name goes in a hat to win potentially here we go. You're going to potentially win a trophy catfish season. You're going to potentially win a trophy catfish season coming up in December. We're going to announce the winner for the next season coming up.
The floor is shaking.
Oh man!
Anyway,
No alcohol
your name,
needed here, guys.
your name goes in a hat, and you're going to possibly win the trophy catfish
Oh, that's
season
funny.
this next year. And his caption was, "Man, Terry forgot to put the plug in the boat again."
Yeah.
Digging the water out.
pretty
That's
funny.
right.
Digging
That was
the
a
water
beautiful
out.
shot, though. It was a
Hey, you
great
know what? What was it? Last week we had some Latino people that came out and fished with us, and they smoked them. So shout out to all my Latino people out there. Saludos para todos los gruperos que están allá de Michael Littlejohn y para todos los grupos de Smells Like Fish. Hermilo Oviedo, saludos. Edgar
See, I
Chavez.
told you it was written in Spanish.
It was, right?
Yeah, absolutely. All right. We're moving through, guys. We're going to jump off here in just a minute. Again, we want to thank you guys for spending a little bit of your Tuesday afternoon with us. We know that there's 100 other things you guys could be doing, and we really appreciate you guys hanging out with us. We did have the RSR sponsored Guess the Weight contest. Terry posted up a picture. People guess the weight of a fish that, and these fish guys are always caught off one of our boats. Whether you see a shark, a turtle,
Clam.
a clam, an oyster,
It's happened before.
you know, whatever you see.
Spearfin.
One of the things, the integrity we're going to bring back to this contest is it's got to be caught on one of our boats. And this week was a mahi-mahi caught about 40 miles off the coast of Port O'Connor. And I can't remember the gentleman's name. I remember he was from Oklahoma, and he was part of Johnny Moore's group.
Yeah.
And we caught that on the back of a shrimp boat a couple years ago, actually. Anyways, that fish weighed in at 18.3 pounds, and we had an 18.29, and that went to Mr. Gene Whitehead. So,
And
Gene,
That was right before we logged on, so if someone guessed it after, right
Yep.
before we logged on,
Yep.
he was the winner.
that was it. And Gene, congratulations. RSR makes all of our sand bass slabs. He makes our jig heads. He does a fantastic job. He does crappie jigs, does all kinds of stuff. Gene, if you'll get a hold of Philip Walker, just look on Facebook and put in RSR Lures, and just send him a short, little, quick private message and let him know you won this week's Guess the Weight. He's going to shoot you over a little care package with all kinds of cool stuff in there.
That's right.
And Philip, we really appreciate you sponsoring this part of our
Shout out
live
to Gary
feed.
Garcia.
So,
How you doing? Thank you for tuning in.
good job, Gene.
Any more quick questions or anything like that? Anybody's got?
Let's no, but not yet. Randy Smith, thanks for watching. Matt keeps calling. Sorry, Matt. We'll call you right back. Randy Smith, James Shackelford, thank you for watching us. Brooks again, congratulations. Jeremy Brown, thanks for watching. Who else we got
big
here?
boy, Bill Eason.
Bill
You've been my
Gordon,
partner a
Josh
long time.
May,
Congrats.
Jeff Brown, thanks
man.
for watching. Andy Klein, thanks for watching. Is that a
Like and share, y'all.
Yep.
already
Oh,
answered
one of the
that.
questions that's been asked this last week, kind of what's the future of Lake
John
Tawakoni
Puckett,
Guide
thanks for
Service over the
watching.
next couple weeks? Like, where are we going?
Aaron
Guys,
Guerrero, thanks for watching.
the direction is this. It's going to be about 75% hybrid striper, and then all of a sudden you're going to start seeing a lot of pictures of a lot of crappie. So, and a lot of catfish. So we're really getting ready to do what we're known for. Now that's our multi-species part of our
never did it
business.
that way.
And you're going to start seeing
Michelle, we can't. Michelle,
Multi-species.
you're going to see a lot of pictures of channel catfish, crappie,
we're in the middle of our live
giant
feed.
striper, white bass. It's all
Y'all,
getting ready to
this is
start
like
happening.
My sister
So.
Michelle, say hi, Michelle.
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
Hey, we'll call you back.
Oh man!
Love you.
All right, guys. We really appreciate you guys hanging out.
She looks just like Michael.
Doesn't she look just like Michael? She's so
Redfish
beautiful.
strips.
Oh yeah, yep. Want to add this on here, guys? We've added a boat this year for redfish trips down on the coast. So if you guys are interested, I know we've had a lot of people call. We've been booked. We did open up a boat this summer or this fall down at Galveston. So if you're interested in going on a redfish trip, they're
We're
500.
not doing it on Tawakoni.
No, they're not. No, Sun Point is officially out of redfish now. But they're $575. That's for 1 to 3 people. It's $75 a person after that, up to 6 people. It's a great time. It's just strictly bull redfish. Lots of big fish caught. So if you're interested, give us a shout, and we'd love to get you guys
Aaron
out.
and
So
Michelle Villegas, shout out.
we'll
Thanks
see
for
you guys
tuning in.
later.
Hey, hold on.
Oh,
Wait.
Before we leave, I just want to say thank you to the best husband in the world. But we have such awesome guides working for us, and so shout out to these 2 guys right here.
That's
they
right.
work so hard.
Good
to
job,
put our-
Man,
Miss
we're
Matt.
having a big man
We
hug.
love everybody. Big girl hug too. All
Great
right.
times.
Bye,
See you
everybody.
guys later.
I want your
Yeah.
recipe for fish.